Hello everyone, this is TK2, and we have a 50-point game. It is Destruction, and it is Krix versus Circle. Let's see, my caster is the Witch Coven, and he has Kromac. So let me go over deployment real quick. I have Night Wretch, Blood Witches with UA, Gorman is here, the Witches are over here, then Kraken. It doesn't look like a Kraken, but it really is, you just gotta trust me on that. Biles, Riders, Warwitch Siren, and another Night Wretch. Okay, so on his side, I'm gonna just make up names for them. We have the Bow Elves, there's the big angry wolf with an axe, there's like the weird angry dog, not dog thing that gives everyone +2 strength and Matt, and really angry, and he can take down heavies by himself even though he's like a 4-point light piece, but we're not going to talk about that. Spray Wolf, the Presto Changeo caster, some smokers back here, the Flappy Bird, a Shepherd, and the Wolves that I think they get angry when you hit them and they have 2 attacks each. Oh, and he has a tree. So we got first turn. It is just a plain old normal first turn where everyone just runs up. Runs their full amount except for the Bane Riders who do something funky that I'll talk about here in just a second. Kraken runs up, well, Witches put Infernal Machine. They try and put Infernal Machine on each of the jacks first so they can all run their full distance. Because, you know, they have excess focus, but I don't really do that too well. And I kind of like it where it is now, because a lot of the times I figure I don't really need the extra, what is that, 4 inches from the running anyway, because if you do that, then the nodes are really far out, and I want it on the Kraken anyway, so it's fine where it is. But what I want to point out is right here. So Biles, lots of armies like to, you know, get rid of our Biles for some really good reasons, and they're kind of hard to protect, because you figure if you put Occultation or Stealth on them, then they just get shot by gun mages or the like House-Scarred Riflemen in the Thane. If you put them behind cover, well, they're a whopping defense 14 and they get shot by House-Scarred Riflemen or gun mages, or really anything for that matter. If you screen them like what I did with my Riders here, well, then, you know, they can't go through the Riders, and it could really mess up your order of activations. Like, let's say if I was playing against Krix and he jams me with Raiders, and, you know, he has Raiders here, 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 and just all over the place, and you can't really get over them with the Biles, right? And then let's say you want your Riders to go do something else. Well, the Witch Coven, which is pretty neat, gets around this. So Veil of Mists, right? Put it right there. Now the Bile can just walk up through everything and purge and be on its merry way. And then since Veil of Mist's there, if there's like anything left, the Riders can then run through them. Which also brings me to another point with Riders, which is really awesome, is that you can, let's see, how am I going to illustrate this? Let's say you get stuck, like there's some dudes here with your Riders. This doesn't come up in the game or else I'd show them that. Like this, right? And then you have some guys over here. This is all one unit, let's say. Let's say it's Halberdiers and like Shield Wall. It's not a very good Shield Wall, but let's just say it is. Well, the Witch Coven can put either Veil of Mist down in some really good spots, or Curse of Shadows the Halberdiers, which isn't too hard with the Witch Coven. And then what's really neat is, oh, there needs to be another one right here. What's really neat is that this rider can then charge this one here, and he will do that by coming through here, hitting here, get 2 impact attacks against this guy and this guy, and then if he doesn't kill him, it doesn't matter, because he can keep going and end up like right here, and then make an attack on this guy right here. And then this one, if Curse of Shadows is still on them, he can charge. Oh, by the way, this one wouldn't get impact attacks here because he wouldn't be going his 3 inches, but he would have gone his 3 inches here, so that's why it's okay. He would have charged through here, impact attack that guy, doesn't kill him, doesn't matter, rides through, charge attack here. So on and so forth, you know, then this guy could like charge through here, and then that's that. And then Veil of Mist could do the same thing if you don't want, if they're like, let's say it's not Halberdiers, but someone with Spelled Ward, like, you know, Menoth. You could just throw down a Veil of Mist on top of them, and then riders could charge through, impact attack a couple guys, hit them again, you know, make them burn up that, whatever that stupid spell is, self-sack. It's not a spell, it's an ability, it's stupid. But hey, or you know, you could just bring a Blood Witch, like this one right here, and that could get rid of the self-sack, but that's not really the point. Yes, where was I? Brett was going. Okay. So he goes and he just does his standard thing. The archer dudes get up behind the wall. These are the waterfall archers, which he wants to use them to trigger Warpath. I guess I should talk about his list a little bit. He is trying to get into Kromac because he doesn't really like Kromac that much, and so he's trying to play around with them until he can find a way that he likes them. He doesn't like the idea of stones with them. He thinks they're silly for some reasons. I'm not exactly sure why, but he's a very good player, so I'll just take his word for it. And he's just trying to try out Kromac. So, you know, I figured I'd play him in the game because, you know, Kromac is apparently really good against the Witch Coven. Something I don't understand why people say too much. Yeah, sure, you can't spell, but you're out of his control range all the time. And, oh, I should mention there's Killbox in this scenario, which sucks for the Witch Coven. But, so it was a good practice to get, like, a potentially bad matchup for me out of the way and get some practice in it. But anyway, what I like about the Witch Coven is that even in spell hate lists, they're still pretty good. Because what you can do is, well, I'm going to pause this real quick because I'm going to be doing some things. What you can do is you can still, they take more of a support role. So suddenly all your jacks have all the focus they need. Veil of Mist doesn't target any enemy things, so you can still run through things. Ghost Walk galore, Occultation, Infernal Machine. Like, the only thing they really can't do is Curse the Shadows and Stringent Abyss, which can be a big deal, but it's not the end of the world. Like, you can still... My opinion is that the Witch Coven don't do much, but they let your army get exactly where they want to go. They let you take the initiative with their feet, and they let the army go where they want. Veil of Mist, Curse of Shadows, Ghost Walk. It lets them just go wherever they want. For example, my Kraken is going to go try and eat his Pureblood. Which, I mean, Infernal Machine 14-inch charge, it's normal for this, but like, let's say if there's a whole bunch of blocking guys in the way, he could still charge them because Veil of Mist, Curse of Shadows. You get the idea. So yeah, the Coven, they do well in like all sorts of matchups. It's just they kind of struggle against Siege, really, because Siege says, I don't really care about your line of sight denial, and I'm just going to feet and ground pounder and kill all three of you at once. But besides Siege, really, they're pretty good. You just gotta get a hang of them. I really like them with this high armor list because I have my riders and I have my Kraken, and it's a lot of armor and it's a lot of wounds to chew through, and I think it really helps them out well. And then if they get jammed, you have the Biles. And normally people like to take them. Yeah, see, charge Warp Wolf. I don't kill him, by the way. It sucks. But people like to take lots more support with them, like a Scarlock for one. People like to take him, or the Wither Shadow Combine, but I don't. Oh, and I'm gonna go in Corporal and Feet and pretty much play Denial. So I think I am getting tricky with this witch right here, but really it just serves as a big pain. So I think I'm trying to outplay him, whereas I really outplay myself. So really nothing more this round than just general running up and the like. So completely forgot where I was. I fail to hit something. I do like 2 wounds to them because their armor is ridiculous. High wounds is good because high wounds or high armor, it really, they pack. Sometimes it takes a lot more resources than necessary to kill a rider, which can just screw over your enemy's plans by a lot. Like, I was playing this one game where my friend had to use the Legion battle engine and a Shepherd, or not Shepherd, a Forsaken with all 5 of his Fury and a Shredder and a Heavy Beast to take out one rider. I mean, granted he rolled poorly, but still, that's the type of things they do. Oh, you don't need support with the Witch Coven because they have so many focus, and if you don't take all that support, it allows you to put in something like Blood Witches instead, which is, Blood Witches are amazing. And also, like, I played this list before a couple times. Oh, by the way, they're just towing out of the zone. In Killbox, I realized I was measuring that wrong because you can only measure up to your caster and not just 14 inches out. But you live and you learn. I never cheat on purpose. That doesn't mean I don't cheat. But anyway, it's a friendly game, so it doesn't matter. What was I saying? Oh, you don't need... If I played this list a lot where I didn't have the Blood Witches in it, and instead I had the Wither Shadow Combine and I had a Scarlock, and it just felt like they're... now he is... I should mention this, by the way. Now he's all jammed up and he's going to try and figure out a way to get rid of it, and then actually go kill a Kraken, but he's going to be cursing himself because the Wither Shadow Combine is really awesome and he's stuck in my feet. And there is an excellent couple of jam units in the way, and he's just going to get annoyed because he's Circle and he wishes he was as good as Grix. Completely forgot where it was. Oh, it just, with the Wither Shadow Combine and the Scarlock, yeah, it was nice because it got like a couple extra focus a turn, but there wasn't enough stuff there. Like, you looked at the board and there was just nothing. You had your Riders, you had your Kraken, you had your Biles, and that was like it. But if you take out the Wither Shadow Combine and the Scarlock and you throw in Blood Witches, I had to take out something else too, by the way. And you throw in like Blood Witches, it's like suddenly there's another unit there. And once you play a couple games with the Witch Coven, you don't really need the Scarlock because you have 3 activations, which is really one of their strengths, and you don't need the Wither Shadow Combine because you have 9 focus. You don't, like, you just figure out a way for everything to go up. Oh, by the way, his Getrix comes up, can't kill the Rider. Armor 18 is awesome. His Reeves killed something, which Warpath the Warp Wolf, which is what you saw, which allowed the Getrix get up there. I think that is the Reeves solo that he used, who's going to walk up and can't do it. So now he's going to go up there with Kromac, I believe. Oh, no, the Shepherd moved over, and I think the Shepherd is the one who cast Rift at him. I don't exactly know how I didn't realize Shepherds could cast spells, but if they could, someone cast Rift. It might have been Kromac. Kromac probably cast Rift. Still couldn't kill the Bane Rider, which is awesome. He realizes he's jammed up now with his Warp Wolf, who would have walked up there. And also, he put a whole bunch of difficult terrain in between Getrix and the Kraken. So now the Griffin goes up, and the Griffin finally manages to kill the Rider, I believe. So, Warpath up. Like, armor 18 is just ridiculous. Yeah, he rolled poorly, but see, this is the type of activations you can't normally, or activation headaches you can't normally cause with, like, let's say, a Bane Knight. Because one hit instead is armor 16, not a lot. Getrix comes up, I think he does all but 1 box to the Kraken, that's, like, fine. And now his Warp Wolf is really, really stuck. I think he just tries to spray something. I can't remember. He doesn't move his, whatever, the medium infantry that does nothing. He just moves him around, he tries to attack. He killed something somehow. Oh, the Warp Wolf put Spirit Bane on that guy, and he was going to try and kill 2 Blood Witches, but it didn't work out, and he only killed 1. Yeah, so now it's my turn, and I am going to try and kill something, because I feel like I'm in a really good position, but I also feel like if I don't do something major, my Kraken's going to die, because I have Getrix and a Warp Wolf right in my face. So I really need to take out at least one of those so that the Kraken can be somewhat safe to make him really try, but well, the Reef Hunters are gonna die because, you know, the Bile's like right there, you know, splat. That's just what's gonna happen. These guys are going to try and take out all these things, but they're not going to do it because armor 20 is ridiculous, or armor 8, whatever it is. With 8 wounds, they're just not gonna be able to do it. I didn't realize they were that darn hardy to begin with, but they're doing a nice job jamming it up. And then the riders are going to go try and cause some issues. This rider looks like he's just ever so within like charge range of Kromac right there, so I'm gonna see if I can't get something done. And because he cast Rift to try and get rid of the Bane Rider, that means he didn't cast Beast Roll, which means my Arc Nodes are gonna have some fun. So yeah, let's see what happens. Allocate 3 focus. Biles walk up. They position ever so strategically, and the leader gets into a good spot. Yep, there we go. Leader. I forget which one's the leader exactly. I think the one I'm measuring right now, the one that just popped, is the leader, and I'm gonna promote another guy so the other one's still in. So you can, because when you promote, you can't make your actions. So I do a whole bunch of corrosion, non-significant damage to all those gazillion beasts. I ran out of corrosion tokens, and then yeah, promoted him to that one, so the other guy was still in range, and then that one pops, gets him, does some damage, and then I'm going to spray the objective. Word of caution: when spraying through your own guys, like I did right there, you usually don't do any damage because you're at 3, so you never hit. However, there was this one time that Anastasia Debray, whatever her name is, charged in from the sides into the back of my riders and was like, I'm gonna go espionage your caster next turn. And I was like, uh-oh. Oh, Stringent Abyss, Kromac for like 8 points of damage, and he beasts out. That's important. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna move up my Bile Thrall and purge all over Anastasia. I'm going to hit my riders, but you know, that's fine because they're armor 18 and they're awesome. Turns out I do 2 points to Anastasia and kill 3 riders. So watch out sometimes. Oh, I killed the Warp Wolf. I really should have killed Geterix because he was more of a threat, but the Warp Wolf had like half health left. So then I do some damage to the Warp Wolf, or not Warp Wolf, Geterix, but not a lot because he's armor ridiculous. And then Bane Riders are going to charge in next, or the Blood Witches are going to charge into their deaths. I haven't really remembered. Oh, yes, I blound someone with Gorman. No, now I'm blounding someone with Gorman. So Geterix get blound. That's what I thought. I thought I was being smart, but it turns out if you're in base contact with someone, you don't have to forfeit movement or action to still attack them. Well, you do, but you can still attack them, which was the point. So now my Riders charge up. Curse Kromac. Rider goes, Rider impact attacks, Rider kills a smoker with boxcars. Rider does no damage on impact attacks to Kromac, but that's fine. Other Rider charges the objective because objectives are important. Does some damage too. I think he has like 4 boxes left. Then the Rider does another 6 to Kromac, leaving him on 3. I don't remember how much damage I did to him, but he has 3, which negates his feat because he could feat for, well, I guess he could feat for 2 Fury, and that wouldn't be too bad. But then, okay, so now the Blood Witches go up to their Doom, and I think they do no damage. Oh, no, never mind. They're a Crix unit. Of course they're going to do damage, but not where you expect it. And so they do nothing to those guys, but they kill the Griffin. Yay! Blood Witch Hag is in a good spot to be like, suck at Geterix. Witches are going to move to be right on the kill box line because that's just how it happens. And then it's his turn. So Kromac's on 3. The whatever those skin whatever whatnots are, they kill all the Blood Witches except the important one. So that's good. Then the Geterix goes and proceeds to eat my Kraken. I don't think he has Primal on him. Maybe he does. No, he doesn't. Geterix walks up, kills another Rider. You missed it because it just happened, and I was fast forwarding, but Kromac needs like 3 Fury to kill a Rider because Riders are awesome. He unbeasts out, which means now when he goes ahead and casts Beast Roll with his remaining 3 focus, Fury, because he upkept Warpath, he doesn't have any more Fury on him. So there he goes. He casts Bestial because he has to, because the Witch Coven still has 2 functioning nodes, and the Witch Coven allows the nodes to get wherever they want. So he has to cast Bestial to get rid of the spell assassination threat. He Warpath Sketterix up to be like, haha, Gorman. I mean, I have Ghostly, so I'm kind of like, haha, Kromac, whatever your name is. Tree walks up, and I'm going to be like, let's do this in style. So I am going to go ahead and, oh, I'm rewinding. I'm going to go ahead and give 3 focus to the Night Wretch, 2 to the other Night Wretch, for just in case. And then Night Wretch is going to saunter on up, and I'm going to be like, hey there, Kromac, how's it going? I'm going to make my gun AoE, and I'm going to boost. And he's like, what's the power on that? And I'm like, well, let me check if I hit first. And then I roll a 6 just to rub it in. And then he's going to be like, what's the power on that? And I'm going to be like, 14. And he's like, you're dice even. And I'm like, I'm boosting, so you're auto dead. Good game. Doing it in style. Night Wretches are better than Death Rippers. End of story. That's the game. Hope you guys liked it. Have a nice day.